The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
Yes, good evening everyone. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Patscorpio, the New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Shutterworth, what it do, GOAT artist, the Soul Wars creator, Ring Gang Radio in the building.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, so LB, man, like I said, you know, we had a interesting card last weekend, a card that I was fortunate enough to be in the house for. Yep, you know, first I'll talk about my experiences on that card. Of course, I mean, for people who follow the IG and everything like that, and also our Twitter, I took some sights and sounds of what I saw over there. And also, I have to realize something. When I go to these things going forward, when I try to get the content, I need to buy myself a more high-powered portable battery charger. I mean, I had two on me, but you know, they aren't catering to the portable phones just yet. So after about a couple of recharges and shit, you know, I had to be economical with the set. The videos and the pictures I was taking.
Damn.
Yeah, no, because I was there because I got there around, I took the train in, I got there around 4:40 or so. So I wanted to make sure if there was a line that I could get through that shit. But luckily, because of my seats, I didn't have any bullshit line. They just took a look at my phone. And I was like, oh, they scanned the ticket on my phone. I was like, oh, right this way, sir. I like how they called me sir, too. So, tell me go through that entrance, and bam, I was on the floor. It was cool too, but they almost didn't let me in for a minute because I took my my Kodak digital camera out, so that was my backup camera, and they were concerned that it was like they thought it would be one of those ones that was against law. I'm like, it's not a detachable lens, it's an actual digital photo camera. People bring these in, you know, it's not just on your phone. So luckily someone that was up higher up walked by me and was like, oh yeah, that camera is fine. You know, you can't record any shit on that, or you can, but you can't do anything that's just like record anything live or whatever. Word. So yeah, I was there. I was there from 5 o'clock. Saw all the damn preliminary fights. You know, they were interesting, and I was there till 12:30. You know, where I was sitting near ringside, next to the press row. And so I got to see mad people walk by. I mean, there was Dan Raphael, who I took a picture with, Lou DiBella, Paulie was there, Akin Barak, Sergio Mora, Eddie Hearn was in the area. Unfortunately, I didn't get close enough for a fist bump or a handshake. You know, just so I can say thank you, Uncle Eddie. Let's see. Carl Frampton was in the area. And then Conor McGregor was also in there. He came out later. I also, you know, I think the best fighter that I bumped into, and the one who I chopped it up with the most, was Mickey Ward. I literally ran into dude as I was turning the corner from coming out of the bathroom. I didn't see him, and I ran right into him. You know, dude, it's not the first time I've met him before. I mean, dude is small, it's like 5'7", 5'8", or whatever. So it was cool that we chopped it up. And I took a pic, you know, we took a pic or whatever, you know. I even told him too, like, the biggest regret as a boxing fan was not going to his first fight when I only lived about 35, 40 minutes away from it. Oh, from Mohegan Sun, that's where it was. You know, so it was a good time, man. You know, what I didn't enjoy though was as soon as that decision was announced, I had to literally run out of TD Garden and into the train station because Boston public transportation You know, they don't open, like, they don't cater to like late events or whatever. If your ass isn't on a train by 1 o'clock, you're assed out for about 4 hours or so until they start up again. Yeah. So it's either you find a place for the night or you wander the streets in Boston. And in the summertime, you could probably get away with doing that shit, but not when it starts getting cold like this. So yeah, I was lucky though. I managed, and I had to take 2 trains because of how I get it. So I luckily got on the final trains for each one, but they waited like 10 minutes at each stop. So I didn't get back home until I didn't get back to my car till like 2 o'clock. And I didn't get home till like 2:40. So it was a long ass day though. But yeah, man, the boxing, man, like the prelims, man. You know, we saw I saw Scott Quigg. He came back from after getting his jaw broke by Valdez. He scored a 2-round fade. I think the best fight on that prelim card was Tommy Coyle versus Brian Kielczewski or something like that. You know, I'm not good with Polish names. I'm hoping that's how it's pronounced. And then I think those were the 2 notable prelim cards, and then there were a couple other prelim cards that were pretty that had some fades on there. And then the crowd was starting to fill in by the time Tevin Farmer came out to fight. I was disappointed with Galahad and with Clary. I was highly disappointed with that. I thought that would be fade, but it wasn't the case. Tevin Farmer and Tennyson, that got the crowd hyped because you know
it was a good performance.
Yeah, although I don't know what Farmer was thinking coming out there, you know, with his Pride Week gear on. You know, I don't know what that was all about. I was like, damn nigga, you think you can come up with some normal shit? Motherfucker was. I felt like doing the YMCA dance shit, watching this nigga march out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but hey, I did not. I expected it to be difficult because I've seen clips on Tennyson. I'm like, okay, that dude is tough, but Tevin, you know, who in the past, I mean, I don't think he ever. I used to think he slapped with his punches a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, he tenderized that boy's side, yo. He tenderized that liver with a side of onions on that shit, man. You know, that shit was vicious, man. That body shot killed dude over the first time.
That's the first time he actually really impressed me, man. Like, he gets hyped up a lot on the internet, and he got defense, but it's like a lot of times to me, he had that little, you know, he got that Sergio Mora in him where he get caught up in the defense too much, and he ain't really hitting it with the offense. And then when he starts really throwing punches and shit, he's slapping. So it's like to me, it's like a underwhelming type of performance because yeah, he's beating guys, but his skill level and how he looks and the opposition, it's like, damn, I think he could really like dominate these guys even more, you know, if he, you know, step up the offense more and you know, start really sitting on his shots, turning them over and shit. And you saw the difference when he started doing that in this fight. So
yeah, like I mean, he wasn't as slick as he usually was. I mean, dude went in there with the mindset he was going to trade with a dude that had like 20 wins and 17 knockouts. I mean, he went in there on some, you know, I'm about to.
But you know, credit to his opponent. You know, he was bringing it to Farmer. Like,
yeah, he was definitely.
He was bringing it. Farmer really had to just, you know, like, hold on, like, like it's like he rose to the occasion, and that's what I like to see. Like, the only thing I'll say this, you know, you did say with the defense, I agree with that, but he kind of got hit with the uppercut too much for me on the inside. And I'm just thinking, man, if that was Tank landing them uppercuts, I don't know.
But I think he probably would have fought. I think it's good. I think he would fight Tank a little bit different. Like, I don't think he's gonna go, you know,
But if Tank explode on dude like how what's his name again? Damn, Tennyson.
Yeah, Tennyson. Yeah.
Tennyson. If can you see how Tennyson was aggressive and shooting 1-2s and really, trying to work the body. He was doing this thing like he stayed competitive, but he was getting outclassed, and them body shots was really tearing him apart. But he was landing on Farmer in like every round, like he was landing them uppercuts, and it's like I don't think he was really like maybe. I think they was like some decent punches. I don't think it was rocking or killing Farmer, but I know he had to feel some of them shits.
Yeah, definitely. But hey, I was happy because I didn't think a stoppage was gonna happen. But Farmer got him the fuck out of it. What's that?
No, I said like especially I didn't expect a knockout in the 7th.
Yeah, no, I was like, he'll be. Oh, I think it was in the 5th. He stopped him earlier than that.
The 5th, yeah, 5th. Damn, even earlier, like, who was expecting a mid-round stoppage in a Farmer fight?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and considering that the motherfucker has one hand that had the bullet go through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember the Bill saying, that shit was like wasn't 100% or anything. And. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, watching that. But like the crowd loved it though. Yeah, they was going ham over that. Yeah, I mean they went ham over Scott Quigg, Irish, and then of course they went crazy when Sweet Caroline was played. I mean I don't know if you've ever been in certain establishments, but when that song plays and you're with a mixed crowd or a dominant crowd that's not you. White people lose their goddamn minds. You know what I'm saying? They hear Sweet Caroline and they get crunk over this. Like there was multiple white cats in there taking off their shirts and going crazy over that damn song. It's not. I don't understand it. I don't understand why that song.
They fuck that shit over here too, man. Like you see it always on the UK cards, man.
Yeah, it's like they just love that song, and and I was like, oh man, I wish I could have gotten a decent video of this. It was like,
what was that one song? Ricky, I think it was Blue Moon for Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, or walking in Ricky Hatton Wonderland, or some super shit like that. Yeah, man, those songs were they were just chanting away, man. But I
don't mind it if it's a big fight and the fight gonna be good. Like you gotta love that lively atmosphere. So
yeah, man, of course,
I fuck with it.
Yeah, I'd rather have a lively atmosphere than no atmosphere. Which, like I said,
especially a good fight. I hate on TV when like you're watching a good fight, but the audience just act like they can't be bothered, and you're like, damn, like I'm hearing too many clean punches. Consistently, and it's like the crowd is like, hey, like fuck, like y'all just killing it for me, like shit should be turning into damn Zaire, Raheem, and Morales. Like that crowd got so fucking quiet.
Yeah, and that brings us to the main event though. Of course, Demetrius Andrade against Walter Kautondogwa. I pronounced it because I figured I'll give him that respect. First of all, the crowd was going crazy for Boo Boo because Boo Boo was Cape Verdean, and New England, particularly Massachusetts, has a large Cape Verdean contingent. My ex is Cape Verdean, so if I can pull Cape Verdean, there's some damn Cape Verdeans in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, they were out there, man. Cachupa this and hearing all types of Portuguese, man. They was on it, man. They were wilding, especially with Boo Boo's entrance, man. The first half of the fight, like Boo Boo was spectacular. Like I said, there was 4 knockdowns he scored. Dude looked like he was like on point. And
yeah, the knockdowns were epic, mind you. They were like, damn, like, and every time dude got knocked down, it's like you thought it was like on some end of the world Michael Grant type shit. Like,
yeah,
damn, nigga gonna even get up?
Yeah, man. That was crazy. Like, because they were, because like the crowd was going crazy because they were all thinking a knockout was gonna come soon, and I was hoping a knockout was gonna come because that shit started after midnight, and I was like, I hope Boo can end this fight because I need to get up out of this place and catch the train. You know what I'm saying? But then things happened. Like, first of all, there was a double knockdown that did happen that that old Judge Dumais did not catch. You know, I don't know what his problem was. Like he wasn't on point on this fight. Like, I mean, I think because dude is well aware that he's like a social media darling, and he gets memed up because he has all these crazy reactions to when niggas are thumping and shit like that.
He be selling the fight sometime with that shit.
Yeah.
Good hit, man. He be like,
yeah, and he knows it too. Like, he knows that niggas are watching him too, as much as they're watching the fight. So he hams it up, but you know, sometimes you gotta dial that shit back, my nigga. So it's like, cause there was a double knockdown, and that they call that he blew. It is what it is, you know. And then after that,
it was a good knockdown where to the point where Walter fell so hard, it's like your attention kind of automatically goes in that direction.
Right.
So, and he reffed the fight. He officiated the fight pretty decent, but pretty good besides that. So, and it wasn't no damn Bradley Provodnikov shit where it changed the whole fucking fight for blown knockdown type of shit. So,
or
he good.
Or fucking or Mares Abeka, which is probably the worst case of bad ref I've ever.
Oh, look, yes. What was that? Lawrence Cole? That was him?
No, it wasn't Lawrence Cole. It's funny how everyone blames him. He's like the beacon for bad refereeing, bad refereeing. But he wasn't the one. It was Russell Mora.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude officiated that shit like he had a bias. Like like I said, and it was bad because I remember both me and my lady were watching the shit on my laptop, and she couldn't believe the shit either. Like, it's like, what is he doing? Like, I mean, how you gonna land a low blow by giving this right in front of you, but counting? Yeah, by far the worst repping, and but dude, for the ref for Boo Boo, that wasn't the case for this one, but I think he was just a little bit too into the moment. So but
agreed.
but after the first half of the fight, Boo Boo got sloppy, like really sloppy. Like, dude started winging his punches. I mean, I don't think after the 5th or 6th round he really hurt Walter like that. He was like you could tell, like you see his back leg was lifting up when he was throwing. Like, it got increased. Like, he was throwing these weird punches from these angles, and
it was like more sporadic. Like, he wasn't really jabbing his way in, like trying to really step his way in to really hit dude, because dude was tall.
Yeah, he was like wrestling with the dude. And then like the crowd, the crowd that was like, you heard like, knock this nigga out, my nigga. And I was hoping it wasn't a white person saying that shit. It was like, and it was like, come on, Boo Boo. Like, and Boo Boo he went from this to struggle mode, and this has been one of the things about his career that people don't like in some of his fights. Like, sometimes he's they say he's sometimes he just likes to like carry, like he won't turn up the second gear. Like, I mean, he'll go to second gear sometimes, but sometimes he'll just stay there and won't go to third gear, like to really finish somebody.
Because I felt like he could have really. His skill level is amazing, first of all. So the expectations on him always gonna be a little higher. Like, his talent and skill is on the level where it's like is he really worse than 40% like chance against anybody else at middleweight? Like, are we really favoring everybody else over him, or he's even with niggas? Or if not, 45% chance?
I mean, it depends because I've watched the dude I've watched the dude in the amateurs. I've seen some of. I was there for some of his early fights. I know some of his peoples that that got his career, and for a guy that's been around this long, like really, I mean, the only fight you can really judge him on is the Baines fight or Willie Nelson fight. You know, it's just like it's not. Or
Brian Rose, remember that guy?
Yeah, but Brian Rose wasn't really shit though.
yeah, exactly. And that's the problem, man. Andrade he's always a groundhog ass nigga, son. Like, I'ma just be real. Like, no shade, cause I'm a fan of dude. Like, skill is amazing. Like, he a hard matchup for damn anybody, but he always give you sort of performance, you know, where he'll get you buzzing about him and excited, and you expect something else to happen that kind of move his career forward, and it like never really happens, and then you don't hear from him or see him in a while, and then he comes back and he does the same thing over again, and it's like I'm just hoping that this time he really like takes that step forward, man.
Right.
Like honestly, like he got Hall of Fame level talent, and right now he underperformed like in a sense of his career, like like and I'm not blaming it all on him in this situation because Saunders fucked up.
Yeah, Saunders absolutely fucked up.
That was his, Saunders fucked up on that. I blame Saunders, for most of this shit. But at the end of the day, Andrade could have still closed the show out and gave a better performance against Walter. I know niggas is like, but he dominated, but it's like, yo, man, you get to a certain level, you gotta, and if you want your name buzzing, you want to be making bigger fights, you gotta destroy these type of niggas, man. Like that's what I give Crawford credit, because I feel like Crawford ain't really fight no threat to himself yet like that. He fights niggas I think lesser than him, but he always destroy them motherfuckers.
Right.
And that's what you gotta do when you really skilled, and then you supposed to be levels beyond, nigga. Like, you supposed to be shutting niggas out. Especially if you got the power and the attributes to do that shit. And Andrade, if he was, if the fight was 6 rounds, then it would have been nice. But the shit went 12 rounds.
Right, and the crowd got restless because I know. I don't know how it came across on the screen or whatever.
Oh, you could feel it because the first half was so fucking impressive, my nigga.
Yeah.
So of course, it's like a shorty giving you the most bomb head. But then when you smash, it's like the pussy garbage.
Right.
And you're like, God, what the fuck? Or like you watch a good superhero movie in the beginning, or any movie, and you in the beginning like just kick ass, and you're like, oh shit. Like, damn, these niggas lit. And then second half come the last 30 minutes, and you're like, damn, what these niggas doing? Like, nah, come on. Like, yo, why he going there? Like, nah, this don't make no sense. Like, that's how Andre be leaving us sometimes. And it's like,
yeah,
bro, like, you can beat anybody at 160.
Yeah, and that's how it came across. Live or whatever. Like we all knew. Like, he was winning, but he wasn't winning in the way like people wanted a knockout. Like Walter K. I'll give him credit though, because dude came. And they noticed. He was trained. Think it was. He made weight and everything like that. But then they noticed, had flying all the way from Africa to come here to challenge to get a once in a lifetime shot. Based off Saunders' personal failures, and like I said, he gave us.
Late notice too, so
You got to consider that as well. And you know he went the distance, so you know credit to Walter again, man.
Yeah, tough man, absolutely tough man.
G shit.
So I mean, Walter obviously deserves. Walter probably does deserve another chance. I mean, at least try, give him
a full. And let him fight another damn contender, fringe contender, or top 10, and let's just see what happens, man. Like I went, he showed tough chin, he was trying. I think he kept Andre tentative in certain spots.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because he rocked him a couple times, like because that man he hit hard. Like, I saw the right hands that he did land Andre. He felt them. He felt those right hands.
Yeah.
For sure. So I think that's probably the reason why it was like. But I was thinking to myself, only if he had a better training camp or whatever, something could have gone completely.
Exactly. He could have dropped Andre. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, he could have dropped him again. but yeah, man. So I definitely if Saunders get his shit together, why don't they fight? If Saunders. Like I said, if he get his shit together, he kind of disrespected the sport.
Yeah, he's been disrespecting the sport and himself too. It's like, you have to wait for this motherfucker to get clean. I mean,
makes you wonder with all those hot and cold performances he's had in his career.
Yeah, like the one with Lemieux probably. He was able to do what he was been doing, and then he outclassed Lemieux. And then the defense. The Monroe fight. Well, the less been said about that fight, the better. I don't think any fuckery was involved because literally it was not
the Lee fight. Another one of those fights where you're like, even though he dropped Lee twice, it was still it wasn't an inspiring performance at all.
No, neither, or it was his first title defense, which like he came very close to. I think that was the one we had a bad cut. Like he made the weight. Yeah. It wasn't.
Fuck.
Yeah, and he looked terrible. He looked very close to actually losing his belt.
Dude really only has two good performances on the level of his real skill, and that's against Eubanks and Lemieux.
Yeah, because Eubank is the one where everyone, because now Eubank has some notoriety now. Everyone knows, like, yeah, he's the motherfucker that took his zero.
Right. But it was still a close fight. It wasn't he schooled him. And it wasn't like Groves Eubanks. It was more like Saunders started out good, won the first half, and maybe another round or two in the second half. And Eubanks was coming on strong and was taking the second half. But anyways, man, Andrade, I want to see this nigga, elevate to the stature I feel like he should be on. Like, yeah. And I'm sure he feel the same way. So, hey.
Yeah, first of all, like,
make it happen.
Yeah, he needs to be back in the ring probably within 4 months. Like, none of this year shit. Like, he need and I think part of the reason too, because I also think he also gassed too, like, a little earlier than I expected. Yeah. Is like he needs because he had to work off ring rust too, and I really think because now
that's almost every fight. Remember the Cold K fight? I think was on the same type of shit where he gassed a little.
Yeah,
but he's still good performance for him, and that was a tough fight, good fight. He still dominated. He still clearly won, but that's what happens when you have these damn long ass layoffs, man. Like,
right? Yeah, and I'm hoping now because he's on the zone, he's returned match room. Like he's back in the ring too, because now he's he's
he got a powerhouse behind him.
Yeah, he has power. He has,
man.
And he
need to be fighting back in March or February.
Yeah, and then he also has a path to Canelo, who happens to hold the WBA, WBC.
I don't think that fight gonna happen, man. I'm just being honest with you, bro.
Well, shit, it better happen. That nigga has an 11 fight contract Who the fuck they gonna?
Didn't Canelo say he was going to stay at super middleweight?
Yeah, that nigga's not gonna stay super middle because them niggas are a lot bigger than his. Like he's not gonna survive super middleweight.
Honestly, it all depends on the Rocky the fielding fight. I feel like if Canelo blitzes this guy, or just has like a beefy type of performance on him, I feel like that's gonna be a confidence boost for him, and I think a lot of his fans, and that's gonna pump up Oscar De La Hoya to be on some like, yo, I think we could settle in here and do this shit right here. Like you can tell he really you can tell Canelo's the type of cat that really got to train to make weight, and to go back up and just be the 168, and then you can fight these unknown, you can play UK career mode all you want. You're on the zone now. Her and Oscar could get something going. You got niggas to choose from, and once again, it's like he gonna be dodging a hot division, because he gonna be super selective, man. I'm telling you, like Andre just a bad style matchup for a lot of niggas, and I feel like Andre just need to just start beating all these damn fringe contenders, or try to get these cats coming off these guys that's coming off wins and go after them, man. Because I don't know about if Canelo really gonna take a fight like Andre, and I don't think Canelo gonna fight Charlo. If Canelo take these fights, credit to him.
And then depends whether or not whoever wins between Jacobs and Demetrius. Because Jacobs, if he wins this weekend, Jacobs is going to be on the zone too, and all the middleweight champions will be on there, pretty much.